Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from Chart Guys, checking in on the electric vehicle sector. Did I say guys weird? Why did that happen? Guys? Okay. I just totally threw myself off. Okay. So, Tesla Daily Inside Bar today. A very good look from a TD perspective to have the inside bar afterwards. Okay, a couple of things, right? Typically, when you see a big reversal candle like this, it's not technically a reversal candle, I guess, but it's an outside bar. It's a big red bar, so typically it's not a great look, right, for bulls if you're just going off candle shape. However, from a TD perspective, to get an inside bar after getting this ugly perfect 9 print is actually a pretty good look. So I mean, that's ideal. Ideally, you'll get 1 to 4 bars of consolidation and then just some more continuation. For example, this 9, you only have 1 bar consolidation and then just some more continuation. So this is typically what you expect right here. You expect 1 to 4 bars of consolidation and then potentially continuation. So if we can get something like this, that would be ideal. Anyway, if you don't care about TD, I'm sorry then. That means nothing to you. Alrighty, so we are currently watching this range, right? I think I highlighted it yesterday. Just the fact that these tops got put in here, this bottom got put in here, these 2 bottoms got put in here. So we're very curious to see how the range shook out. And I believe I said an EQ was likely. I feel like I did. Yes, I definitely did. And so, yeah, we're just watching that to continue playing out. So right now, I could see this tightening up for maybe 1. 2 days would be a little bit excessive, but I could see this tightening up just a little bit more. Something like that. I don't know why I drew it with the higher low. That was dumb. It should be. We'll just keep it simple. So we're just watching for something like this to occur. Okay. So that being the case, then tomorrow we could be bears can be. Did I not set up any trades? That doesn't seem right. Huh. I deleted them. Anyway. Yeah, so the range is getting tight, so you don't want to get terribly cute here, but I do think that there is the potential for a continued tightening range is decent. So you pick a directional bias and then play the ranges, right? So if you are looking bearish, then you'll be top fishing this resistance of 599.30, ideally in 5-minute overbought conditions. And if you are looking bullish, then you will be bottom fishing this low of 572.05, ideally in 5-minute oversold conditions. I hope I said that right. If the bears are able to step in tomorrow, defend this high here of 586.83 and break to lower lows under 572.05, then we will have a confirmed hourly downtrend. The hourly downtrend was never confirmed, right? We have this high, this low, this lower high, this higher low, and then broke to a higher high. Now we have this double top. Technically it was a higher high, and then we have printed a lower low. Still no lower high and lower low to confirm an hourly downtrend. Okay, so we're not even terribly confident in that daily consolidation has begun. But that being said, if daily consolidation does begin, then there is quite a lot of space to look for a higher low over 401.66. My goodness. 30% away. Man, if anybody caught this last little trade with me, we are sitting pretty. But we will all be looking for that daily higher low. And looking back, I definitely could have been more aggressive there, but whatever. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers it. We're just looking for that EQ, that hourly EQ to potentially continue to tighten up. Bears are top fishing the range. Bulls are bottom fishing the range. And if bears can confirm that hourly downtrend and break below this low of 540.54.51, daily consolidation will be underway, and then we'll be scouting that daily higher low. Okay, NEO, big old dump day or red day, and we are currently testing the 26 EMA. We're in this previous chop zone here. I thought I had a trade. I definitely traded it today. Oh, I know. I probably moved it. Yeah, probably moved them because I was trading today. So I don't. Gosh, I should just make a new one next time instead. I'm so used to moving my zones of interest, but that was. I shouldn't have done that. So that I could have kept track. I believe, though, we were just looking for hourly oversold conditions. So hopefully you moved your zone of interest to start scaling in when the hourly became oversold, which was really only at the end of the day. So, it's a little hairy, right? Because you'd have to swing some. I am, but you'd have to swing some to be scaling in when the hourly is oversold. Let's see. Yeah, so I've begun scaling. I am happy to scale in lower. Ideally, it will be. I don't think I had my final zone. That wasn't it. Didn't settle on this. Yeah. So I had it set up like this, but I just didn't move it. But yeah, you just space it out, right? Just space out the orders in the exact same fashion as you would, so you can literally just move this box. I feel like I did. Maybe I moved it back. Whatever the case may be, you start the scales where the hourlies are oversold. So in this case, you would have gotten 2 fills, and we are just looking for a lower high. Anything under $53 even will be that lower high. So short-term trades tomorrow. This hourly oversold bounce is still in effect. Should we see some more downside, I would be happy to continue scaling in. Should the hourly RSI remain oversold, and as we come down to test this previous congestion zone. Also being mindful of this daily channel, which has held for quite a long time. I don't mean this downtrend channel, but I mean this larger macro channel. Got 1, 2, 2, and I guess the hits on top aren't perfect, I guess. Yes. However, that's good enough for me. The median line gets some good tags, standard deviation band, you get 1, 2, 3. The hourly, it's more pivots here. I guess you would just consider this one, but you can see we got a hit here as well. So I feel pretty good about this this trend line to offer some potential support. And again, we have this price action congestion here as well. So yeah, I feel okay. I mean, obviously it's not a good look right now. We got the confirmed daily downtrend, but I just want a little bit of bounce just to look for that lower high. So something like that. Well, I mean, for me, it would look like this because I'm continuing my trade, but a fresh trade might look like this. Just a little bit lower, making sure you're starting those scales. Again, oversold conditions. Okay, and now that we have this daily downtrend, we are looking for a weekly high or low. Anything over. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I would really, the last meaningful weekly pivot for me, I guess that's good enough over here. Will be 1046. So there's a lot of room. Well, this is a situation where it's a higher low is very likely. So it's more so about, for me at least, waiting for daily oversold conditions or 4-hour oversold conditions in the very least. So let's see where that would be right now. It would be right down there. So if we were to fall from there, probably eat that stop if anything, and then start looking deeper. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? So that trade's on the table, and then also the hourly lower high trade is also on the table. So in any bounce, we're going to be looking for that lower high under $53. So we'll be looking somewhere around here. Maybe you'll start where these bottoms got put in, right? Likely to offer some potential resistance. Let's make sure the 5-minute would be extended. It would be. So again, very loose, very rough. Adjust your levels tomorrow based on the price action that forms, but something like that for a potential hourly lower high. Not a bad bet in my opinion. NKLA. All right, so didn't quite get to our zone of interest looking for that long. We will be bottom fishing there. And remember, very, very weak name. This is a ton of selling pressure, ton of volume. So if you are playing a bounce, don't marry that position. Or if you want to try to hold something, take some partial off, protect that position, okay? So we're coming down now to test this base here. We know it's a significant level. It was a previous top, and then it was defended 1, 2 times here. Let's see what the hourly look like today. Hourly right now is a potential bear flag. That is not the bounce that you want to see as a bull. Our RSI also didn't get terribly extended, so now we will adjust our levels. I guess it's a good thing that we missed our levels. Sometimes it's good. I don't know if we need to adjust too much. We just want to make sure it's oversold. So honestly, I wouldn't even touch it that much. This is still pretty much the same exact trade that we're looking out for. Remember, again, starting your scales when hourly becomes extended. Now for the short trade, this is unlikely to set up anytime soon. That short trade off of the range is unlikely to set up anytime soon, but tomorrow bears will be scouting for a lower high. Anything under 2075 will be one, so the zone of interest would be something like this, right? You can use this low, for example. We'll look to the left. We know that this yellow line is marked off for a reason. See all these bottoms got put in here. Okay, so maybe starting off of that zone, right? You have some pre-market lows here, and then we know this yellow line is significant. So if you're looking for a short tomorrow under this level here of 2075, maybe you'll do so like this. And again, I'm going to say it every time. Adjust your levels based on 5-minute oversold because you're looking for an hourly pivot here. Okay, so not bad. If got one little trade. Oh, actually, you know what? You probably shouldn't. Oh wait, no, this was an hourly pivot. So this trade was set up looking for a potential hourly higher low, which it did get during regular trading hours. So you would have got that one fill there. And it actually does get the target. Look at that. Not bad, eh? Just extend it. Right? So you get this one fill here, and then it does get to target, and then it dumps. But let's just make sure that that 5-minute was oversold there. Otherwise, the trade a bit questionable. It was oversold. Okay, so I will definitely have accepted that trade. One fill straight to target. Not a bad look. Did not quite get to the short target, so we'll kill that for now. Unlikely for that to shake out anytime soon. And now it's bouncing from a previous area that we have marked off because of these tops here and because it was the bottom there. Wait a second. Why is that up there? Why does that flip all the way up there? What the heck is going on right now? Oh, okay. There's been some after hours continuation, so that looks kind of newsy. Not sure what's going on with WKHS, but bouncing from that from a previous marked off zone. Going into tomorrow now, the play in the interim will be that lower high. Now that we've had this big move down, an hourly lower high against 2614 is very likely. So ideally, we'll get up here, test these levels, look for a short like that, something like that. All right. Okay, so nice. This trade, this little short off of NEE worked out really well. Got 2 fills right to target. Beauty. Oh, actually, it didn't hit target during regular trading hours. I am a failure and a fraud. It got there in extended hours. So again, this is a situation where ideally you would just close that out. Don't wait. You know, it's like a penny away. Let's see. This 74.08 and our target here was 74.07. So it's 1 penny off. If you know, if you're being a dick for a tick, you know, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Just close it out. Anyway, so that trade played out well. We'll kill that. We don't need that anymore. And in the you know what? We should start on the daily time frame. So we're just watching this chop. All right, let me mark off this whole zone. Okay. So we're just watching this previous chop zone. If price can stay above it, that would be a good look. If we can stay in this chop zone, that would be ideal for bulls. Let's see, this long trade probably needs some adjusting now. Actually, no, it doesn't. Not really. It would still be very similar. We still want to get that hourly oversold conditions into this base. So that's the short-term trade, I suppose, if you're looking long. And if you are looking short, you can be looking for another hourly lower high. I know this wasn't an hourly lower high. Technically, it broke above, but that's why we give some wiggle, right? Let me bring that back, and we'll talk about it a little bit. So, you know, this play was set up looking for an hourly lower high, but you want to consider the possibility of a fake out, right? So I don't like to have my stop right above the high. That's why I have my scale set up like this, and I very rarely would get this third scale. That's what I mean. I want this first scale. That's where I feel like that's where the trade should occur. The second scale, it's a double top. The trade's getting a little sketch there. And the third fill is to account for a potential wick past my zone of interest, and then a reversal, which is not exactly what happened here. It was a wick past the second fill, but that's the idea. That's the concept. That's why I never care if I don't get 3 fills. You know who you are out there complaining to me about not getting 3 fills. It's all good. It's not about trying to get the most money out of each trade, in my opinion. The more important thing is to position safely for every single trade. Think about it. If you position safely for every single trade, this is your original RR is this. Your anticipated RR is this. 0.6%, 0.5%, right? But on 3 fills. But what really ends up happening, okay, is you only get these 2 fills, so your average price is in the middle, and then you move your stop over here, so you're taking on less risk on these 2 fills, so your RR actually improves. If your trade is developing and your RR improves as your trade's developing, that's good. You want that, right? I don't care for this third fill. It's not a big deal. Okay, so don't worry about getting to full size all the time. Just worry about positioning safely. It's actually a game of risk management. It's not about how much. It's like Rocky, right? It's not about how much you can win. It's about how many hits you can take and keep going forward. If Rocky died in one of those films because he had poor risk management, then he can't keep moving forward. That makes sense. All right. So anyway, another same play. You can be top fishing, looking for that hourly lower high. Although you want to be mindful of this potential wedge break, right? We had a fail break here, but it's still on there. It still has the potential to break bullish. And I don't even love lower high plays, honestly, when you're like chopping up. So honestly, if you're looking short, I would just be looking short up here again in hourly overbought conditions, as opposed to looking for a 5-minute lower high here. I don't love that. So down here or up here, that's it for NEE. Just playing the daily range. Just playing that daily range. All right, that about covers it. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.